Have you ever wished you could just hit the mute button on your own mind? Near a forest's dark-edged in a quiet village lived a young man named Kale. He was 22 years old. From all outward appearances, Kale's life seemed ordinary. He maintained employment, owned a modest dwelling, and had some companions. But deep within his head, an incessant clamor raged. His thoughts never ceased their arrival. They would churn relentlessly in unending spirals. Dread about the future, remorse for past errors, anxieties, and unanswerable puzzles. Even sitting alone in complete silence, Kale's intellect felt heavy. It was overloaded with tension, saturated with panic, brimming with pressure. He found it impossible to concentrate. He could not get true repose. He struggled to breathe with genuine serenity. He would frequently gaze skyward and ask, "Why does my soul carry such a huge burden? Why can't I find stillness within?" One evening, Kale encountered an elderly sage who was staying overnight in the town. The sage possessed calm eyes and a reassuring smile. He seemed different somehow, as if his heart was entirely without weight. Kale felt compelled to approach him. "Sir," he requested, "I need to know how to locate inner peace. My head is constantly full. The thinking process never halts." The old man paused. "Thinking, do you possess a ceramic vessel in your residence?" Kale, completely perplexed, confirmed. "Yes, I do." "Excellent," replied the sage. "Go to the river tomorrow at dawn. Take your ore pot, fill it with water, then transport it back home. But listen closely. You must proceed very slowly. Allow the soft breeze to brush your skin. Be conscious of every single stride, and whenever an idea enters your consciousness, you must halt immediately. Wait and take deep breaths until the idea completely dissipates, then resume your path." Kale didn't grasp the meaning behind this exercise, but he was willing to attempt it. The following morning, he approached the river with his bow. The surface was tranquil, and the morning air felt crisp. He filled the vessel and began his slow journey back. Initially, distracting notions flooded in rapidly. Workplace issues, painful recollections, and deep self-doubt. So, he stopped. He inhaled deeply. He observed the branches swaying in the air. Then he walked again. Step by step, idea by idea, he persevered. With every required pause, his mind became noticeably clearer. The more he concentrated on his own respiration and his movement, the less he perceived the internal noise. By the time he reached his front door, the bowl held its full capacity, but his consciousness felt completely empty. He hurried to the sage and reported, "Sir, I followed your instruction, but an unexpected thing occurred. I feel like I released something at the river's edge, beyond the water." The old sage smiled. "Indeed, you deposited the heavy weight of your worries. The mind is a room with no space. When we exist solely in thought, it crowds everything out. But when we return to this precise instant to breath, to motion, to the experience of being alive, the mind begins to unclutter. The cacophony starts to vanish. Your inner self gains clarity. Peace is not something located externally. It is something you must cultivate internally by emptying your mental space. How? Not through fighting, but by continuously returning to now. The present moment is your home. Live there." From that day forward, Kale started visiting the river daily, not to fetch water, but to simply cleanse his mental slate. He began to laugh more easily. He achieved better sleep. He spoke less, but experienced life more vividly. The world around him remained unchanged, yet his inner world was completely transformed. The mental noise still surfaced sometimes, but now he understood the method for finding silence again. If your thoughts feel crushing, remember this lesson. You don't need to battle them. You only have to stop, take a breath, and come back to this single moment. That's where tranquility exists. That's where your true self resides. Thank you for viewing this story. If it resonated with you, please like and share it with someone seeking inner peace. And do not forget to subscribe to Inspire with Stories for more content that speaks to your soul. Until next time, stay grounded, be kind, and empty your mind.